Great morning and welcome. Buenos dias y bienvenidos a todos. My name is Phil from Speak Like a Local, an accelerated learning method designed to get you conversationally comfortable in a new language in approximately 12 to 15 hours. As always, I'm here to help you make sense out of the mayhem and find the patterns in the chaos. Today, we're going to take a look at the imperfect past, or as I like to call it, the wing past or the line past. So this is used for an action that was happening, W-ing. This can express either frequency or an action that was in the process of being done. Therefore, hablaba can mean I used to speak, frequency, or I was speaking, was in the process of. Ponía can mean I used to put, frequency, or I was putting, was in the process of. Either way, this will reflect a line within the past timeline. So if you were to look at the past as a timeline from the beginning of the universe until the present moment, this action would be reflected as a line within the line. Therefore, I used to sell cars in college as a line, as a time frame. It could also be a broken line. I used to sell cars every day. I used to sell cars once a year, right? It's still some form of a line, whether it's a broken line or an intact line. Now, how are we going to figure out our verb endings in the imperfect tense? There's a little story that I came up with to help you with these verb endings. So imagine you wanted to fly back in time in order to attend an ABBA concert. So logically, you would just hop on your flying Pegasus, your winged time-traveling pony, or ponía, and you would fly into the past. Now, you would need to go in a straight line in order to get up enough speed to travel in time, and you would fly towards your ABBA concert. Naturally, you would pick up Freddie Mercury along the way, because why wouldn't you? So you're flying into the ABBA concert with Freddie Mercury, and they see you and they start singing, "Flying Queen, young and sweet only." All right, that's done. All this to help you to remember the verb endings ia and aba. Ponía, ia, and aba, aba. Therefore, the verb endings for I, you formal, he, she, it. For the R track, the R verbs would be aba, and the ER and IR verbs would be ia. Now, it's very simple to transform this into the other forms to make it informal. The informal you would simply add an S. To make it plural, they or you all, you would simply add an N. And for we would simply add a mos. Therefore, aba would become abas, aban, and abamos. Notice the accent on the A, which is where we put our push, our stress. And ia would become ias, ian, and iamos. Always putting the stress, the push on the I with the accent. And that's all you need to know for the wing pass, for the imperfect past. Now, how does this look like in action? Let's take the verb hablar, which is to speak. So I or you formal, he, she, it, used to speak or were speaking would be hablaba. You keep the verb stem, remove the ending, replace it with aba. Now, for you, used to speak or were speaking, hablabas. They or you all, hablaban, and we, hablábamos. And now let's look at comer, to eat. I, you formal, he, she, it, used to eat or were eating, comía. You informal, comías. They, you all, comían, and comíamos. Luckily for us, the go-go verbs will behave and will follow the pattern just like everyone else. However, we do have 3 minor exceptions. To go is ir, but I used to go or I was going, iba. To be is ser, but I used to be, era. Now, this is pretty simple because since this is a line past, this reflects an era, right? This is the era, so the past era. And to see is ver. I used to see or was seeing, veía. Now, luckily for us, these 3 exceptions will follow suit for the rest of the forms. So there's nothing else you need to know. Thank you very much for your time, ladies and gentlemen. If you do have any questions at all or would like more information about my accelerated language learning courses, then feel free to reach out by Facebook at Speak Like a Local or email speaklikealocal12@gmail.com. Have yourselves a great day. Merci à tous et à très bientôt. Dankeschön und auf Wiedersehen. Muchas gracias y que les vaya muy bien.